One video, one habit, a better life after 50. You might be drinking a type of coffee that is quietly bringing you closer to a wheelchair without even knowing it. Just one cup each morning that seems harmless can slowly weaken your heart, disturb your heartbeat, damage your memory, and ruin your sleep day by day. Research from Mayo Clinic shows that for people over 60, only 2 to 3 weeks of drinking the wrong kind of coffee is enough to increase the risk of stroke and loss of balance while walking. I have seen far too many patients who are also fathers, mothers, grandfathers, and grandmothers come in with fatigue, palpitations, and chronic insomnia. And when we find the cause, the culprit is sometimes not medicine or illness, but the cup of coffee they have been drinking every morning for years. Research from Mayo Clinic shows that certain coffees contain compounds that raise LDL cholesterol and cause irregular heartbeat in people over 60. Meanwhile, Harvard School of Public Health warns that caffeine and the wrong additives can reduce sleep quality by up to 40%. In old age, every single percent of health lost is a step backward that is hard to recover. And what surprises me is that many of the most dangerous coffees are sitting right there on your kitchen shelf. So which 5 types of coffee should people over 60 absolutely avoid? And what are the safer choices to protect your heart, memory, and sleep? If you want to know, stay with me until the end of the video. And if you find this video helpful, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Senior Healthy Tips 50+. Here we do not just share knowledge, but also send love and care to our parents, grandparents, and to the very days when we ourselves grow old. 5 harmful types of coffee. 1. Unfiltered boiled coffee. Unfiltered boiled coffee, such as French press Turkish coffee or the Nordic style, may seem pure and full-flavored, but it carries a hidden risk that few people notice. It contains extremely high levels of caffeine. This is a natural compound found in coffee oil, and according to research from the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology and Mayo Clinic, it can significantly raise LDL cholesterol, the bad type that builds plaque inside the arteries. I once had a 65-year-old patient in Texas who was healthy and a non-smoker. But after just 2 months of drinking French press coffee every morning, his test results showed his LDL had increased by more than 40 milligrams per deciliter. This is especially dangerous for people over 60, when blood vessels are less elastic. Even a small rise in LDL can speed up atherosclerosis, reduce blood flow, raise blood pressure, and increase the risk of stroke or heart attack. The key lies in the paper filter. When you use a paper filter or pour-over method, the paper traps most of the caffeine, greatly reducing its harmful impact on the heart. But boiling methods or metal mesh filters let all the coffee oil go straight into the cup. To reduce the risk while keeping the flavor you love, you can line your French press with a thin paper filter, alternate with paper-filtered coffee, and follow a diet rich in fiber and healthy fats to balance cholesterol. Scientists at Mayo Clinic have confirmed that by simply changing the brewing method, the amount of caffeine entering the body can drop by more than 80%, enough to bring LDL back to a safe range without giving up your coffee habit. 2. Chemically processed decaf coffee. Chemically processed decaf coffee, especially those using methylene chloride or ethyl acetate, is often chosen because it is cheaper to make. The problem is that even though manufacturers claim these solvents mostly evaporate during roasting, many studies, including environmental health perspectives, have found that chemical residues still remain in the final product. For people over 60, the liver and kidneys are less efficient at detoxifying, so even tiny amounts can accumulate and cause harm over time. Methylene chloride is classified as a probable human carcinogen and can cross the blood-brain barrier, directly affecting brain cells. This means that drinking this type of decaf for years can raise the risk of memory loss, poor concentration, dizziness, or brain fog. It can also cause mild to moderate hepatitis, making the liver weaken faster, especially in those with existing conditions like diabetes or high cholesterol. Ethyl acetate may sound more natural because it occurs in ripe fruit, but the industrial version is very different. It can irritate the digestive tract, making older adults more prone to bloating, indigestion, and poor nutrient absorption. The safe solution is to choose decaf made with the Swiss water process or the CO2 method. These do not use toxic solvents, relying instead on water or compressed CO2 to remove caffeine. Such products usually state methylene chloride-free or chemical-free decaf on the label. A clean decaf cup not only spares your liver and kidneys from chemical load, but also protects your memory, mental clarity, and long-term quality of life. 3. Coffee with artificial non-dairy creamer. Coffee with artificial non-dairy creamer often contains a mix of hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils, which are a source of dangerous trans fats. Harvard School of Public Health has warned that these fats can raise LDL, the bad cholesterol, lower HDL, the good cholesterol, and promote chronic inflammation in the body. For people over 60, this is a major risk factor for atherosclerosis, chronic joint pain, and a higher risk of heart attack. Non-dairy creamer also contains thickeners such as carrageenan, preservatives, and food dyes that can irritate the intestinal lining. This can lead to digestive issues and disrupt the balance of gut microbiota. Such imbalance has been linked to weakened immunity and even brain health problems through the gut-brain connection. Another ingredient to watch for is titanium dioxide, a whitening agent commonly found in non-dairy creamers. The Journal of Toxicological Sciences has shown that titanium dioxide in its ultra-fine form can damage cell DNA and increase oxidative stress, a process that speeds up aging and neurodegenerative diseases. Non-dairy creamer often contains corn syrup or maltodextrin, both refined sugars with a high glycemic index. These cause rapid spikes in blood sugar, trigger strong insulin swings, and leave you feeling tired, sluggish, or foggy-headed a few hours after drinking. To protect your health, seniors should replace it with organic whole milk, unsweetened nut milk such as almond or oat, or simply enjoy black paper filtered coffee. These options preserve the pure taste of coffee while avoiding trans fats, additives, and hidden sugars, helping reduce inflammation, maintain mental clarity, and support long-term heart health. 4. Flavored instant coffee. Flavored instant coffee is often marketed as convenient, delicious, even vitamin-enriched or sugar-free. But behind the appealing label is a mix of artificial flavors, hydrogenated oils, artificial sweeteners, and additives that older adults need to be very cautious about. A common ingredient is propylene glycol, a solvent that helps flavors dissolve evenly. It is a petroleum derivative used in industry, and the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition has warned that in older adults with reduced liver and kidney function, propylene glycol can accumulate, disrupt metabolism, and increase detox burden. Many flavored instant coffees also contain hydrogenated palm oil or partially hydrogenated vegetable oils to create creaminess. These trans fats raise LDL, lower HDL, promote chronic inflammation, and speed up artery hardening. For seniors, this means a significantly higher risk of heart attack and stroke. Artificial sweeteners such as sucralose or acesulfame K are often added to keep the sweet taste without extra calories. But many studies, including a report from Cell Metabolism, have shown that they can alter gut microbiota and make the body less efficient at handling sugar, raising the risk of type 2 diabetes. Artificial colors and flavors can irritate the stomach lining and trigger inflammation, especially in those with digestive issues. Daily consumption allows these synthetic compounds to accumulate and silently impact the heart, blood vessels, brain, and immune system. A safer solution is to use pure ground coffee and add natural flavors like cinnamon, pure vanilla, or unsweetened cocoa powder. This keeps the aroma and taste without the hidden chemical threats to your health. 5. Dark roasted Robusta coffee. Dark roasted Robusta coffee is popular for its strong aroma and bold bitterness, but it contains several health risks, especially for people over 60. When coffee beans are roasted at very high temperatures for a long time, acrylamide forms. The World Health Organization and the European Food Safety Authority classify acrylamide as a possible human carcinogen. Research has also shown it can damage the nervous system, slow down signal transmission between the brain and muscles, and impair reflexes and balance, which are crucial for seniors. Robusta naturally has 60 to 70% more caffeine than Arabica. When roasted dark, its chlorogenic acid is destroyed, but many other acidic compounds form that can strongly irritate the stomach lining. This can worsen gastritis, acid reflux, or indigestion, which are common in older adults. Long roasting also produces polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, compounds linked to gastrointestinal cancers and heart disease. With aging livers and kidneys less able to filter and detoxify, seniors who regularly consume these compounds can accumulate toxins more quickly, raising chronic disease risk. If you still want a bold coffee flavor, a safer choice is organic Arabica beans roasted medium or medium dark, avoiding burnt roasts. Brewing with a paper filter reduces cafetal and other harmful oils, while keeping a rich taste with far less risk to health. These 5 dangerous types of coffee may not harm you overnight, but they quietly erode the health of those over 60 day by day, raising LDL, promoting chronic inflammation, overloading the liver and kidneys, and affecting memory and sleep. I have seen many patients like Linda, who after just a few months of unfiltered or flavored coffee, showed worsening heart health, blood sugar control, and liver function, despite being healthy before. Science from Mayo Clinic, Harvard, and who has repeatedly emphasized that choosing the right brewing method and coffee type can greatly lower these risks. I once met Linda, 68, from Florida. She kept her habit of strong French press coffee every morning, adding non-dairy creamer and sweet vanilla flavor. She loved the rich aroma and creamy taste, but did not notice that after drinking she often felt her heart race, her face flush, and sometimes a dizzy loss of balance. Her lab tests revealed her LDL had risen nearly 40 milligrams per deciliter in just 3 months, along with mild liver inflammation, the result of high caffeine from unfiltered coffee and trans fats from artificial creamer. My advice is simple. Do not let your morning ritual be the reason you end up in the hospital. If you love coffee, love it wisely. Choose organic Arabica roasted medium, brew with a paper filter to remove caffeine, or try cold brew to reduce acidity and protect the stomach. Add MCT oil, Ceylon cinnamon, or collagen peptides to boost flavor while supporting brain, heart, and muscle health. The right cup of coffee will not only wake you up in the morning, but also be an investment in 5, 10, or 20 years of strong, healthy living ahead. 5 types of beneficial coffee. If in the previous section we uncovered 5 types of coffee that quietly harm the health of people over 60, now it is time to move into a new chapter. This is where coffee becomes a trusted ally for memory, heart health, and overall well-being. The difference lies in choosing the right beans and the right brewing method, turning your morning cup into a natural remedy that not only awakens your energy, but also shields your body from the aging process. This is not hearsay. Medical research has confirmed it. Harvard School of Public Health found that drinking the right type of coffee in the right way can reduce the risk of dementia by 30 to 40%. Mayo Clinic has recorded that certain natural compounds in coffee help improve insulin sensitivity and reduce chronic inflammation. The Journal of Nutrition has shown that combining coffee with certain nutrient-rich ingredients can double its protective benefits for heart and muscle health in older adults. Up next, we will explore 5 golden types of coffee for people over 60, ranked from best to least good. Each type comes with its own story along with brewing tips and ingredient combinations to maximize the benefits, helping you enjoy your coffee while staying healthy, sharp, and full of vitality. 1. Coffee with MCT oil and Ceylon cinnamon. Coffee with MCT oil and Ceylon cinnamon is a particularly good choice for people over 60, especially those who want to stay mentally sharp, reduce whole body inflammation, and maintain strong muscle mass. MCT oil, or medium-chain triglycerides, is a type of fat that is absorbed quickly and almost immediately converted into ketones, providing a steady source of brain energy without relying entirely on sugar. This is extremely important because as we age, the brain's ability to use glucose declines, leaving many people feeling foggy or having trouble focusing. A study published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience in 2021 found that supplementing with MCT for 8 weeks improved short-term memory and cognitive flexibility by up to 31% in older adults. Not only does MCT oil benefit the brain, it also helps protect muscle by encouraging fat burning instead of breaking down muscle protein, while keeping blood sugar stable to avoid the dizziness and hand tremors common in older adults, especially those dealing with age-related muscle loss or sarcopenia. Ceylon cinnamon, also called true cinnamon, is another powerful ally. It contains cinnamaldehyde and polyphenols that fight inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and promote blood flow. According to Diabetes Research and Clinical Practice in 2022, regular use of Ceylon cinnamon can lower fasting blood sugar by an average of 18 milligrams per deciliter, and reduce triglycerides by up to 30%, lowering the risk of heart disease and stroke. Robert, 72, from Texas, who used to suffer from forgetfulness and afternoon fatigue, began replacing his morning black coffee with medium roast Arabica brewed with 1 tablespoon of MCT oil and half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. After 6 weeks, he reported feeling more alert, with less joint pain and better endurance for long walks. His story matches the scientific data, showing that a small change in the morning coffee routine can significantly improve brain, muscle, and heart health in older adults. 2. Coffee with collagen peptides. Coffee combined with collagen peptides is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to support joint, muscle, and skin health for those over 60. Collagen is a protein that makes up more than 30% of total body protein, acting as the structural framework for connective tissue, allowing joints to move smoothly, muscles to stay firm, and skin to remain elastic. However, after age 50, collagen production declines by about 1 to 1.5% per year, leading to joint cracking, muscle weakness, slower wound healing, and sagging skin. Collagen peptides are hydrolyzed collagen, broken down into short chains of amino acids for faster absorption through the digestive tract. When dissolved in hot coffee, they are nearly tasteless, fully soluble, and do not alter the coffee's flavor. A 2020 Journal of Clinical Nutrition study found that adults aged 60 to 75 who supplemented with 10 grams of collagen peptides daily for 6 months had increased hip bone density, reduced joint pain by 25%, and improved muscle strength compared to the control group. The benefits extend beyond joints. Collagen provides glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, key amino acids for skin regeneration, wrinkle reduction, and elasticity. For older adults, it also aids in tissue recovery after injury or surgery. For best results, use medium roast Arabica brewed with clean filtered water. Then stir in 1 to 2 tablespoons of collagen peptides while the coffee is still hot. Drinking it in the morning or after light exercise helps collagen quickly reach the tissues that need repair, while coffee's circulation-boosting effect distributes nutrients more evenly throughout the body. 3. Cold brew concentrate. Cold brew concentrate is an excellent choice for people over 60, especially those with stomach issues or acid reflux. Unlike hot brewed coffee, cold brew is extracted using cold or room temperature water over a long period, usually 12 to 24 hours. This process reduces the levels of quinic acid and chlorogenic acid that can irritate the stomach lining, resulting in a smoother cup that is less likely to cause heartburn or discomfort after drinking. Research from the Mount Sinai Gastroenterology Department found that 89% of older adults with reflux could drink cold brew without symptoms, even if they could not tolerate hot coffee before. This slow brewing method also retains more antioxidants such as polyphenols and melanoidins, which reduce inflammation, protect the blood vessels in the retina, and lower the risk of age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in older adults. A 5-year study found that those who drank cold brew daily had a 31% lower risk of vision loss compared to non-coffee drinkers. Cold brew concentrate allows control over caffeine strength, which is crucial because caffeine metabolism slows by 30 to 40% after age 60. Just dilute 1 part concentrate with 3 to 4 parts water or milk for a gentle, heart-safe, and sleep-friendly cup. Another advantage is storage. Cold brew concentrate can be kept in the fridge for up to 2 weeks without losing flavor. This saves time, reduces preparation steps, and is especially useful for those with arthritis or limited mobility. When ready to drink, simply pour, dilute, and add ice or milk as desired. 4. Organic medium roast Arabica. Organic medium roast Arabica is ideal for older adults because it offers a smooth flavor while preserving antioxidants that support heart health and blood sugar control. Unlike dark roast, which destroys many beneficial compounds, medium roast retains chlorogenic acid, a polyphenol shown to reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and support glucose metabolism. A Journal of Nutrition study found that older adults who drank 2 to 3 cups of medium roast Arabica daily had a 19 to 27% lower risk of type 2 diabetes compared to non-coffee drinkers. Chlorogenic acid also reduces the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, preventing plaque buildup in the arteries, a major cause of heart disease and stroke. Choosing organic Arabica is important because organic farming minimizes pesticide and heavy metal residues that can harm the liver, kidneys, and nervous system in older adults. Brewing with filtered water helps avoid contaminants like lead or copper from old pipes, which can impair memory and concentration. The recommended brewing method is pour over or drip coffee with a paper filter, which preserves the smooth taste while removing much of the caffeine, a compound that raises LDL cholesterol. Drinking it black provides the most benefits, but if you prefer a creamier taste, add a small amount of grass-fed whole milk or unsweetened oat milk rich in vitamin D and B12. Making medium roast Arabica part of your morning routine can boost alertness, stabilize blood sugar, protect the heart, reduce chronic inflammation, and provide lasting energy all day. 5. Green coffee light roast. Green coffee, coarsely ground and lightly roasted, retains a much higher amount of chlorogenic acid compared to regular roasted coffee, because prolonged high heat destroys most of this valuable compound. Chlorogenic acid, as confirmed by research from the Journal of International Medical Research and Harvard School of Public Health, reduces sugar absorption in the small intestine, improves insulin sensitivity, and helps maintain stable blood sugar levels, especially important for older adults with prediabetes or metabolic syndrome. It also slows the activity of the enzyme glucose 6-phosphatase in the liver, reducing the release of glucose into the bloodstream and preventing sharp blood sugar spikes after meals. For heart health, chlorogenic acid relaxes blood vessel walls, improves circulation, and gently lowers blood pressure. A 12-week clinical trial in Japan showed that participants consuming 140 milligrams of chlorogenic acid daily reduced systolic blood pressure by 5 to 7 millimeters of mercury without negative effects on heart rate. Another benefit is weight management. This works not by overstimulating the nervous system like caffeine, but by increasing fat oxidation and reducing fat storage in the liver, making it a gentle and safe option for older adults with excess weight. For best results, coarsely grind green coffee beans and brew at 80 to 85 degrees Celsius to preserve chlorogenic acid. Green coffee has a mild, slightly tangy flavor that pairs well with a slice of Ceylon cinnamon or a few drops of lemon for added antioxidant power. Drink 1 to 2 cups a day, preferably in the morning or early afternoon, to maintain energy, control blood sugar, and support heart and weight health safely and sustainably. I have always believed that as we grow older, each morning is not just a new day, but a new opportunity to take care of ourselves. The cup of coffee you lift to your lips each morning can be a gentle companion that keeps your heart steady and your mind sharp, or it can be a silent thief that wears away your health one sip at a time. I remember a 72-year-old gentleman who once told me, "Doctor, I do not just want to live long, I want to live healthy and happy." And he did it simply by changing the type of coffee he drank every morning. That was all. Yet his steps became steady again, his sleep grew deeper, and his smile brighter each time he saw his grandchildren. So today, let your coffee be a promise to yourself. I will choose what is best for the years I have left. If what I have shared has warmed your heart or inspired you to make a change, please like, share, and subscribe to Senior Healthy Tips 50 Plus, where we do not just talk about health, but cherish every moment worth living in the journey of aging.